Hello, good day, and welcome to Sports Clinic on Engr Live TV. My name is Appah, and of course, today is a special edition because we'll be talking about grassroots football, and one that you've been hearing about it because it's on social media, and you hear the likes of or you see the likes of Joel Kelvin post it on his social media and all, but this time around it's not just Joel because we're going to talk about it on Engr Live TV, and I have my guests, and let me start from the one that is putting on a white shirt. Yes, he looks very fit like a sports person. And he's no other person than Mr. Iwekumo Careca. Yeah, he's the lead consultant when you talk about the Borough Under 15 tournament. So he will talk to us. But I also have with me someone that a very fit man too, very fit. Even though before now he complained about his stomach, that we should do one or two innovations like a TV also, so that people that have big tummy that they can do adjustments and all. And a very jovial man, at least from the little conversation I've had with him already, I can tell this type of person, very, very jovial. And for no other person than engineer Undutimi Gabriel Appah is the main sponsor of the tournament. So of course it's Appah and I'm Appah, so don't worry, it's an Appah affair. Yeah. But it's about Borough Under 15 tournament. So let's start from the lead consultant, Mr. Iwekumo. Where did it all start? Is this the third edition of the tournament?
Yes, this is season 3. We'll call it season 3.
Okay, season 3. So how have you guys been coping so far? What's the tournament all about? I'd like to hear from you.
Tournament just to assist young kids. That's why we made it under 15.
Okay.
Not those persons who already know how to play football or that have gone to places, but just to bring out kids, empower them with sports.
Okay. How do you determine the age of these kids? Because we know now we're Nigerians and Africans. We know this age cheating when you talk about sports in Africa. I've been to one or two sporting events, tournaments, and I see some under 15s, and I tend to wonder, is this not under 30? So how do you guys ascertain the right age of these footballers?
It's not really easy in this part of the world based on our environment where there are no birth certificates and all that stuff. We are just trying the process now. Yeah. So what we do is that within me and you, we all grew up in the village. We know those persons who are supposed to be that
age
under
grade
15 level, that age group level. So we try to bring a team of consultants who does the screening. Some coaches too, who 1 or 2 ways have made their name. So we employ them to come assist us on that. I think subsequently I'm still planning maybe in the future. In fact, this year I discovered an app that will give you almost accurately your age. Maybe just 1 or 2 years difference. Okay. So we are thinking maybe we'll apply that one next year too. But within me and you, we know ourselves, in the communities, in the villages. So we supposed to know your age when you are born, even though some may beat the trap.
Yeah. But
we take our time to screen thoroughly before we arrive on the players we choose for the tournament. So even if, assuming you come to see some of the games, you say, these are really truly under 15. You can't compare them to the ones we have in Nigeria, the national.
I don't want to mention this, but you look at the likes of Taiwo at the point, your twin brother being older than you, and you might want to see how come. But also, in terms of for people that want to pick up forms for the next edition, how do you qualify to play or participate in this tournament?
Well, based on the standards we are using for now, maybe next year we have some improvements. Yeah. But for now, it's just 5,000 naira. Just pick your form and register your team.
Okay, but it must still be from Iwekumo Pokuma local government, or you can be from anywhere?
It's for Delta, Bayelsa, and River States. For now, we are using these 3 states. But subsequently, we have to cover the Niger Delta states.
Okay.
Because we are doing it in honor of Major Isaac
Adakaboro. Yes.
So he is the freedom fighter for Niger Delta. So we want to encompass everybody with time.
Okay.
But for now, it's Bayelsa, Rivers, and Delta.
Okay, it's massive already. It's very massive for you to talk about. Not just, even if you talk about Bayelsa and you talk, it's more than just Iwekumo Pokuma local government. It's big. Not to talk of you mentioned Bayelsa, Delta, and Rivers.
Yes,
tells you how big the tournament is.
We have teams from Port Harcourt. We have from Yenegua, different communities from Iwekumo Pokuma, and from Delta states.
Okay, engineer, let me bring you in, and I'd like to ask what led to the vision behind you starting this tournament.
Okay. Um, it's very simple.
Okay.
We grew up in the village. I grew up in the village.
Yeah.
I left home at maybe at 19 or something.
Okay.
And I'd watched the Boro Festival continuously as a child growing up. And then some years festivals are very colorful and nice. Some are not so. And then you ask why. Also here is because there was poor funding. People didn't give really to. Then they had to look. Even till now, wait for government to come and give you certain things so that people can actually hire equipment and do what they're supposed to do. But if we all grew up from the community and we enjoy the festival is always very interesting. The canoe race, the wobble, the displays, the costume. So it's very interesting. My question was when I woke up some 3 years ago, I just said, what am I going to do this year in this community festival? We cannot come to the festivals, but why can't we even try to support events within the festival period? So I just woke up and I called him. I said, bros, can we play football during this festival? Inter-compound football match during the festival. He said, yes, it's doable. I said, give me a minute. I called him around maybe 6 or 7 in the morning, very in the morning. I just woke up from sleep and that was on my head. Then I called my laborer, Chief Williams. I said, can we do this? He said, yes, it's possible. He said, football. I said, no, let us play children. He said, yeah, that makes sense. Yes, the young ones will make a lot of sense. So from there, the problem was, are you sure we can get children from all the compounds to come and play this football? You know, that was now so I took the problem back to him and said, okay, we've agreed that we're going to play under 15. So I asked him that morning that just give me an idea of the cost of this tournament. And then he sent me some numbers. I said, okay, no worry, let us try it. And then I asked him to do the budget in beats so we can take them in beats. And when we did the first part, I just drove home one day to come and see the football and I saw the entire place packed with people. I just said, no way, this one cannot stop again. No way, it cannot stop. And the beautiful thing was, I was standing amongst people. Yeah. Nobody knows me.
Wow.
You know, so I was just trying to enjoy. They are gisting about the football. You know, they've been Bella boy. Yeah. So I just said, no, I can't stop. And then because of how I grew up, I have a mindset that we are very behind. You know, as a people, nobody our fault. Now where we come from. Yeah. You know, when I left home, I flew from Tumbo. I went to Lagos to go and learn as an apprentice. What I learned in 2 years, I never learned them at all while I was in school. So I knew that if I come for an interview with my brothers around here, I will pass them.
Yeah.
Because I know things that they don't know. So if, for instance, LNG puts out an advert for technicians, and you have boys from the West apply, and you have us also apply, they're not going to take us. It's not fight, it's not anything. It is because they want people that can do a particular job, and we cannot do it because we have not been taught. So the whole idea was anything you learn outside, bring it back home. Yeah. Anything you know outside, bring it back home. So I have this mindset of train people for export, so that when they go out, money will come back home. Since we don't have the industries here, but the people can at least go out and bring back harvest home, then we can begin to change things around. So that drive, coupled with the fact that I was always enjoying the Boro Festival, and I think it's time we also come and support our community, made us to do what we are doing now. And now it's season 3, and it's now a bit scary because the way it's growing, even me too.
You didn't see that?
You don't come up from my house. You know, it's now becoming very, very big. You were asking him about selection.
Yes.
We've had a lot of argument about. I will say, please, I want them to bring birth certificate, age declaration. He will tell me, bro, stand down. You know where we're coming from. Even to pay 5K for the teams for form is a problem. Yeah. So how do you think they can go? And I will pressure, but This year's selection was far better. What I wanted was children playing not for the money,
Yeah, for the fun.
just enjoying themselves. And so people can now see them and say, I know this guy is good. And now pull that one person out. So if we take one person out of all the compounds in the community, see, I don't know, I've not seen an AB in Nigerian jersey playing for national team.
Yeah.
Or you see Timmy.
Yeah.
But we are good in so many areas. When it comes to music, we are winning almost every single thing. But for soccer, we are just far from. But yet we are very talented. So let us try what we can do and see if we can begin to export persons. Because if we do what we're doing and do it right, over time, without struggle, we're going to get young kids who have played through the ranks, 15, 17, 19, like that. And if they are playing abroad, and we have also grown in the system, there is no way we cannot ask that these guys be tried. So we can also see plenty of Bayelsa boys in the national team playing. So we know that plenty of them will also be playing for the country. But if you don't do it from the lowest level, build the structure as we are doing now, then it will be difficult to have that very correct set of young people. Our state is very small. If we don't project ourselves out, nobody will help us because everybody is busy where they are doing what they are doing. So that is the drive. Come and do grassroots football. And when I have people like my brother here that just say, can we do it? He said yes. We're already firing. I will bring in my part of saying, no, this one has to be this way. But they decide what happens in the games, and it's been awesome. I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with what we're doing. Okay. So we don't count anything again. We just come into the games and play the game until the 8 weeks. We are done. And then we are out. Then we go back, plan again for the next tournament. The first time it was 1 month. Yes. Planning, execution, everything was in 1 month. Because it was in April or so. I woke up my life. Let us do it. Everything was done in 1 month.
Wow.
The second tournament was now maybe like 4 months or so. We started discussing. But this one was like 6 months.
Oh.
The next tournament now, this is in 4. Just after 1 week, 1 month break, we start discussing because now it's far bigger than what we have now. We need to talk about the pitch and what we need to do to make the games very classy and all that. So the work has started again for the 3rd edition.
Okay.
For the 4th edition now.
Okay. And let me bring you in, consultant. Also about some of these players, you mentioned if you can pick every good player from each compound, that it will be very good for Ijaws as a whole. It will be very good for Bayelsa as a whole. After spotting these talents, what next for the ones that have been scouted? What next for them?
Well, we have a plan for them, which we are working on. I think by the end of this tournament, we are going to get a team for the tournament.
Okay.
Maybe at least a minimum of 22 players.
Okay.
We'll take some of them to maybe Lagos, Port Harcourt to play some academies around so that others too can see them aside there.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you that one of the players that played last year, in fact the best player is in Europe now, is in Bulgaria.
Wow, that's nice.
Yes. We had some support from Engineer Priyo Berezi, who took the guy to an academy in Lagos, and now the guy is currently in Bulgaria.
Wow.
So we have a setup and a plan on that too, which we are working towards. But by the end of this season 3, we'll have a team that will take around. We have a tour about it.
Okay, and because this part of the world, you see people start things that are very good and engage these young players at a very tender age. But after the break, after the whole tournament, it's as if they don't engage them anymore, and then they have to wait until the next one. But it's good that for this one, there are plans to engage them, and at least you mentioned one being in Bulgaria. That's enough motivation already. If I was under 15 or so, I would feel like, okay, this is a way out of poverty. And for most young people, most young players in the village, at least I've coached grassroots before, so I know how difficult it is. First of all, you have to make them believe that there's a way out. There's a way you can make it with football if you give your all and you listen and you're ready to be coached properly. because some of them feel like after everything, look at that uncle. People, my dad spoke about him that was a very good player, but in Bible where I read, look at where he is. He's still in the Greece. Look at what he's doing. So there's nothing. We're just doing it for the fun of it and nothing more. So it's very much commendable that at least there's someone that is outside the shores of Africa that they can use. They can use as an example, because some scouts will come, some agents will come, and you see them talk so many things, so many promises, and then it will not be fulfilled. But with what I'm saying, this short time, season 3 already, and there's already someone in Bulgaria already, I think that this will spur the other ones, the younger ones, the ones that are playing now, that okay, let's see. But are there contracts also to be signed by these players?
Okay, so let me just say one thing.
Yeah.
If we start the project,
Yeah.
because of the money we want to get,
Yeah.
we are going to die before we start.
Yeah.
So when you have people doing, those who are into sports business,
Yes.
they're just looking for where to scout people and all that, do what they want to do.
Mm.
They are doing it for the money.
Yes.
I'm not the owner of a club,
Yes.
but somehow, when they talk about tournaments, there are people who organize tournaments. We are not playing because of any money that we have seen. Like I said, it was supposed to be inter-compound football match.
That was the vision first.
So it's just we playing in our community.
Yeah.
But because today we have people who are also exposed outside,
Yeah.
things can happen all of a sudden. When I was speaking to Engineer Priye, and I tell him, thank you for this, he would tell me, see, if you did not play the tournament, I won't say the ball.
Yes.
So we are not struggling for who to thank.
Yes.
Because the whole idea is not for anything about money that we want to get.
Yes.
It's our community. And people tell me, take the tournament to this place. I tell them, sorry. We are not going anywhere. We are going to play in this community.
Yes.
When we get very big, we'll still target everybody to the community. So people want to, who doesn't want to build hotels, be ready.
Yeah.
So because we're not doing it to go and collect money from anybody, it is easy to run it. We just say, okay, we'll play next year again. Increase the prize money. Now, how people will make value out of it is now a personal thing. The fact that I've been trained in a particular field does not mean that I must make money from there now. Money is a gradual thing. You need to actually have value. Once you are very valuable, people will pay you for that service that you render.
Yeah.
So the players will play. We will see the guys that are very good. We will create stuff for them to compete with. It is not so difficult to take them to tournaments that are playing around the country. Keep them in the space for like a month or 2 to 3 months. It's not a big deal.
Yes.
You can do that. They will play. Some persons will go high. Others will have to go to school.
Yeah.
Others will have to go to school because you are playing football and you are also good in graphic design. You can do web development. It gives you an opportunity to just be open for every single that's possible. So you're not going to cry that say, football did not work. What everybody wants is money.
Yes.
So if you can't play the ball to that level, of course we cannot have 11 teams in a particular 11 players in a particular team playing at the time.
Yeah.
So if you can't play to that level, but you are still able to leave the community and become somebody very valuable and tangible and begin to earn and send money back home, then we are also very happy. So it's not just that everybody playing will play. No, you'll be taken from that place that doesn't allow you to dream so much. Not because you cannot dream, but even if you dream to be a welder, for instance, and there's no welder in your community, what do you look up to become the welder? But if you go to a town where there are plenty of welders, just by sitting around in the morning, you can be helping them to give me my welding tongue, give me electrode, and before they say, help me hold this part, and they're already getting involved. Once you get involved in every skill, and you can now go and learn a little bit. Yeah. Once you get to that point, you realize that you begin to grow. The growth will now become inevitable. So it's play football, learn those many other things. So try all together, so that you don't sit back and say, no, you must be a good guy, a great guy, whether football or not. Footballers make plenty of money these days. Some not even playing football again.
Yeah.
Some are media guys. They just like pay them because they pay them so much money for just showing up.
Yeah.
Some just show up and just speak 1 or 2 minutes and then clap your hands and they are going. So
Yeah, endorsement deals and
there has to be a lot that we can get out of. The boy playing in Bulgaria, when I saw his videos from the games in Lagos, and I saw the self-carriage, I just be smiling because he has left a place where it seems like, okay, nothing is happening, where everybody has style. So it seems that he's now in the flair of the game.
Yeah.
You know, so he has that control and all that. People will come to help when they see what is working, not because there is any other ulterior motive. There is none. It is just the grassroots sports development. Where will it start from? It's from my village. That is where I grew up from. So there's no story about that. It is not discrimination. That is where I grew up. That is where I know everything I know.
Yeah.
So to start from the village, and we keep trying. The next year to register will be very simple. There is a site already.
Wow.
Where our previous tournament information, they're all there. I'm trying to do some tying with you and all this kind of stuff. So it will be global, and it will be transparent. Wherever you are, if you want to play, you will come, you fill your form, they will see at the back end. It will align and then do the interviews and the rest. And people will be able to do what they want to do and enjoy the games. We don't want to shift the attention. The children, they are still being fed by their parents. So money is not their problem.
Yes.
Maybe the coaches and the sponsors in that level are looking at the money. But for them, they are playing for the fun. That they are wearing complete kits, all dressed up nicely.
Yeah.
For them, it's very beautiful. So I don't want them to change that mindset and start thinking of money. No, it's not. Money is not the first thing. Money is not the first thing. I've learned it, and it will remain that way. Money is just meant for us to do what we need to do, and then we move on. If we all think the correct way, and also because where you're coming from, if you live in a place of lack, once you see small, everybody wants to fight for that thing to take it.
Yes.
Somebody explained and said, even when we were growing up, the table for eating was a battlefield. So just picture yourself. You are 7 in the house. Everybody seated around the one big bowl with one small fish and then eba. That is everything available. So the amount of eba you can take to put in your tummy is what is your own. So when people live like that and they now get into different spaces, government and the rest, that eba mindset is still there. So when you see something that's supposed to be for everybody, because it's from a place of lack, everybody's thinking, let me take my own first. Not thinking of the community. That's where the trouble is. I always give them, I say, see, they started fencing houses so we can't see our neighbors. So we raise kids that are just by themselves. No next door neighbor, they don't know somebody, they cannot even cross road because they don't play in the streets. From there, they went into fencing, and when you do that fencing, you fence out the poor people's children.
Yeah.
They now went into fencing the gates of the streets. So the people, they should never enter the street again. What now happens? Crime will increase. They'll be on the road.
Yes.
So after you fence them out, they'll meet you at the road.
That's true.
So if we all begin to do what we need to do, let's look after each person's son, child, daughter. If we do all that with these games, trust me, before long, things will begin to turn back the way it is. Even if nowhere, let it be that in our community, in Kayama, the story is different. Let it be that our own place now, the story is different. People now see things differently, and we can work together to make a lot of things work. I think it's a lot more better than trying to still live around where you are struggling to take everything that belongs to everybody, and then everybody, when you pass, people start grumbling. Nah, that cannot be what we want to do. So we do all these things to tie all together. Tie all together.
Okay, and you've heard it all. At least to tell you that the number one purpose for the Borough Under 15 tournament, it's not all about what we can gain, that is the money. Heard it from the sponsor. The motive behind it is all about fun. And why you choose Under 15 boys is because still very young boys growing up, so it's not about how much I can make from this tournament. It's all about let's go there, have fun. I can relate to him because I know how at least footballers, the young ones, they are very happy just by the kids only coming out to play, that passion and everything, that pride to play for So I believe, like you mentioned, that's the number one motive. That's in fact that's the motive why, not anything like number one. That's the only factor why this tournament is going on, and maybe the next edition would even be better. I've spoken about a website where you don't have to come down to start doing all the registration. You can just, from where you are, just log into a website and then you do what you're being asked to do, and then you register and partake in it. But it's not leaving Kayama. So if you think maybe you're in London saying this and you think maybe it will be played in London or Lagos or Port Harcourt or so, you must come down to Kayama. You have to come down to Kayama with your players and partake in the tournament. It's all about celebrating Boro. It's all about celebrating the community.
Yes.
So that's the priority. The community is the priority. But guys, let's leave that and let's move to Europe. Let's move to Europe and talk about the UEFA Champions League, because tonight we'll see the first semi-final match between Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich at Parc des Princes. For Engineer Gabriel, I understand, before we start recording, I already understand that he's an Arsenal fan. Yeah, but he said when you go to his house that you see more of Liverpool, but Arsenal, he has been an Arsenal fan for a very long time. Before we talk about Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain, sir, let's talk about you. You said you're more of an Arsenal fan, but in your house, how come it's more of decors of Liverpool and not Arsenal that you support?
There is a small Arsenal shrine in my house.
Okay.
So when you go into that small space, you see when the likes of Lacazette were playing. It was when I went to
the UK.
Yes. So I went to do some small fake signing.
Okay.
You know, they'll take a picture. It look like you're signed up for Arsenal for like an hour or something, that kind of stuff. So those files were there, but they started pulling them down. Why I have more Liverpool stuff is, at that time, I play PS a lot.
Okay.
I play every game that comes. So on PS5, the front line of Salah, Mane, and Firmino was a terrible threat to anybody playing anything. So I always use them to play like that.
That's a cheat code.
so because of that, Liverpool, but once it's the real game, it's Arsenal. It's not anything. It doesn't matter how the season looks like.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if people say we are placeholders. Who cares? You know, we just play. Some things go wrong, and then we are where we are, but it has not ended. We're still in the game.
Oh, wow.
They say they used to say they say it was quadruple, and now it is not. Don't worry.
That's trouble. but then PSG taking on Bayern Munich semi-final. Who do you fancy more?
So I think Bayern will win.
But they're on the road. They'll be going to France, Paris.
So see these guys play good football.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter where they're playing. Although we know about the fans. And
the fans, the 12th man factor.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you see, PSG played and got to the final some 2 years ago and lost.
Yes.
And when the Super Boys left PSG, they won.
Yes.
That time they had Messi, they had Neymar, all these guys. They lost. You know. So it's not basically about this last small boys. Bayern has very matured men, and that's where Arsenal is coming to. My only prayer for Arsenal is that let them not get scattered. Continue like this. Look at Van Dijk's age. Look at Saka's age. Those guys played for a very long time together. So they grew up. Everybody is now
Alisson,
strong.
Van Dijk, Mo Salah, Mane.
So they all. So you see the guys.
Robertson, Arnold.
Yes, they're all very strong guys playing football, and they play together.
Yes.
You know. So if we can have the likes of Timber, Gabriel, all them grow like that, then they can be that formidable. But if we do small changes here and there, no, they'll still be struggling because they are still very young guys. If you ask me, Saka is a fantastic guy, but still very young.
Yes.
You know? And then the way they play now, nobody wants to break his leg. Every small thing, you see somebody that's injured and is out of the game, and then he keeps still thinking, oh, A is not playing, B is not playing, and start playing. And I don't think God does football prayer. Just allow them, let the good side win. You know? So, but I think Bayern, I fancy them to actually win.
Okay, let's see after the match if I have to call you. Then the consultants, who are you tipping?
I'm tipping PSG.
PSG, I love this. Why do you fancy PSG more?
They have a bit younger players with flair, Dembele and the likes.
Yeah.
I think it's a better team, they will win. In fact, I even told the FC of People's FM.
Yes.
The last time Bayern defeated Madrid as the last quarterfinal match. I told him, from what I've seen from all the teams, they are all good.
Yeah.
Because reaching the quarterfinal or semi-final Champions League, any team, that team can win the Champions League. But from what I've seen, PSG will defend the Champions League. They won it last year, so they will still win it.
No, they cannot.
That's my own prediction.
All right, engineer has already told you that no, they cannot. But it will be a very nice watch, because I don't know why I feel like the winner of that tie will win the Champions League. I know Joel will not agree. After now, he might maybe even feel like punching me, but he knows that these two teams are better than Arsenal at the moment. But football is not being played on paper. That's the sweet thing about football. On paper, you might fancy this team over Arsenal, but when it comes to the main thing, you see Arsenal might go all the way and still win it. Maybe I'm just being sentimental by saying I fancy PSG or Bayern more, but we'll get to find out tonight, the first semi-final. Then the one for tomorrow would be between Arsenal taking on Atletico Madrid.
Now that game is a twist. You know, we have a shining boy in Ademola Lookman.
Yes, he's looking the right places.
And as a typical Nigerian, we don't have plenty of those guys outside.
Yeah.
So you just want them to succeed anyhow. So even if they are playing against Arsenal, and Lookman scores 3 goals, and we are hailing him to become African player again, no, it's okay. I won't feel too bad, you know, because I know that. So we love teams not because of the club, the name, because of some one or two person just like in the. I love Messi till tomorrow. It doesn't matter what anybody will say. The way he plays his football, no trouble, just dribbles and all that. The likes of Ronaldinho and the rest. Those are always very fantastic guys. Yeah. You know, they're always smiling in the pitch.
Yeah, Neymar and the likes of them.
Neymar rolls too much. Can roll from anything, just one small kick, you know. So because of those people, particularly, you now want to just support those clubs and all that. And even if Thierry Henry they've gone, Eto'o they've gone, we still want. People who support Chelsea, most of them have got the drawback time. Yeah. You know, when these guys were in Liverpool with Gerrard, when they do all those magic, come back from 3-0 to 3-3, you know, it just keeps people's mind like that. You know, but when they leave and they are younger guys are not doing it well, you still want to just stay there because you've mentioned maybe more than 21 times that you are an Arsenal fan, and anything you do for that long becomes your habit.
Yeah,
so
part of you.
To break out becomes a little bit difficult. Joe will eventually one day leave. But football is what it is. It's always very beautiful. Everybody comes together. There's no fighting. Everybody is focused at that time when they're playing the football. Yeah. You know, everybody is just together. And in our tournament, we do a live recording. We're also streaming every single game. And now the guys are so improved. They put replays back as the game is going on. You know, not just one camera. They have 4 cameras all the time in the pitch. You know, they have 2 NX5.
You don't get that even in the NPFL and NWFL.
I don't know about them.
It's good to appreciate it, because me I follow football and sports generally, and for me to hear 4 cameras in a match, and you get to see those kind of replays. We
have 4 cameras for the finals. We always have a camera from the top.
Wow.
Seeing the entire pitch continuously. But for the other games, we don't, and that makes it number 5 actually. Wow. So the guys on the deck, there's a video mixer, there are a lot of things. Everybody is on this radio. Oh, change this shot. Please put this particular one on. There is VR actually. We don't want trouble.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. The finals of the second season 2. Yeah. There was a red card against the MVP's team. So there were 10 guys. They were now 6, are we?
Yeah, 6.
They were 6 playing against the 7 guys. The other opponents are 7. They were 3 goals down. When they checked the VAR and it was red card, no argument because everybody saw it. That game, for the finals and the closing games, we put very big screens in the pitch, so you're also seeing the game here, and you know somehow you enjoy pictures more in the screen.
Yes.
So even if you're on the pitch, you're looking at the big screen because the cameras are telling you exactly what's going on at the particular time.
Yes.
You know, so it's that kind of stuff. So it's a full production. When the game is over, they now go back to the particular game, take the scorers, put their names, and just make 1-2 minute video of it, which we're going to be putting all of them on the site, so you can actually see from anywhere in the world. Somebody will have an interest in these things. What we've done this year also is proper documentation. every footballer, every player, we have your passport, we have your full names, we have your guardian or parents' phone number available to us, and then we have a team picture of every single person. All now will be in our brochure, so you can actually say, I want this particular number 17. I will just check and say, oh, this one is from Delta State, so person, and we'll reach out to them. Somebody's looking for you. Nobody is signing any document now. Okay. Let the children play. Anybody that finds favor, enjoy the favor and go. If we are going to make money, for me, if it's from a player, then the money is too small. If I want to make money from a player, then the money is too small. Then I'm not seeing it very well. I want to make money from somebody telling me, come and organize the World Cup in 2055. Then you know that there'll be money. Then you can call your brother and say, where are you? Come and arrange this thing. You do this part. It is, we are paying for this service. That way, you can actually get people empowered, and they will earn good money from the services they render. So I cannot be thinking of players that are playing and thinking that if it's to make money from them, why didn't I just go and get a club? I've been looking for what to play. No, that's not the idea. Let them play. Other people will see them. Like my brother saw that guy and took the guy. It was like a joke. He sent me the guy's passport. Oh, okay. And when we were playing in Lagos, from Lagos, Europe, now a story.
Oh.
The guy is enjoying himself and is enjoying the game. So the prayer is, let it continue like that. Let more persons be taken from the games. It doesn't matter where. There's a guy playing and they're scoring goals up and down in the tournament. He's taking all our balls. Because if you score 3 goals, you carry your ball. And the guy is just scoring out anyhow. He's just taking all the balls. You know. But as the games get closer to this quarterfinals, semi-finals, it gets more interesting because the weaker sides are all out. Yeah. So the games now will be like 1-0, 2-0, 1-1, like that. The first games, but this tournament, the first games are even hard actually.
Yeah.
We have plenty of draws.
Then how to shoot out.
Yeah, 3-3, 1-1, that kind of scenario. But as it gets tighter, I mean, it becomes more electric, and the atmosphere, I must give it to the people in my village. They are waiting for us to come. The turnout is mad. You see everybody, in the pitch. They are just waiting. It's raining. They are still there. Hopefully, we are going to get a pitch. I have my thoughts in my head, but there's also information I have, a very concrete one from my brother, that can also be. So at the end of the day, we might actually have maybe 2 pitches in the community. And forget it, we will drag the big games home. They go to Uyo. It's because of the infrastructure in Uyo.
Yes.
If you're driving past the Uyo Stadium, you say, boy, this place, you think that it's abroad. Somebody built it. Somebody built one place called 4 Point somewhere in the Kotepane. So you can still leave Uyo town and go to that place, and it's still looking as though you are abroad. If we build these infrastructures, people will see, and they will bring the events back home. So we don't want to advise anybody on anything to do. Let them just keep trying, but we will keep doing what we are doing. We enjoy what we are doing. I feel very happy whenever I come for the games, and then I see what's going on. It's always exciting, and it's the community. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I must applaud you guys for coming, and this being here with me. It's not easy, and most notably, I'd also thank you guys for the fact that for organizing a tournament for under 15s, because in this part of the world you hardly see tournaments for under 15s. Yes, you talk about under 18, under 20s, I understand, but see under 15s.
Because they want the money quickly.
so on under 15s is just very rare, and I must say thank you very much. And for those that are listening, those that are watching, rather, please do well to like, share, and subscribe. And please, you can be a part of it. Just come around or just follow the social media handles. Just follow and then see the games. Go and encourage those boys. Go and applaud them. Go and see them have fun. I'd always say that. And also, before I go out, add that Nigeria Live TV, we are open for business. So please do well to patronize us. Like, share, and subscribe. My name is Appah. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for inviting us.